Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan. This is a special episode.
Yeah, Anime Expo,
Where are we right now? Anime Expo, you just said it. We're in the South Hall of the Los Angeles Convention Center.
California.
California, CA. And we are in the HobbyLink booth number 622 and 624.
Yeah, we've actually left the studio, left Japan.
That's right.
Flew to America.
Yeah.
First time for me in America.
Yeah, first time for me in LA.
Yeah,
so,
and it's pretty sweet.
It's pretty awesome. We've set up everything and we've got this corner of our booth is all mecha, all
Stacko
Plamo.
Gundam.
We've got them all priced, all tagged, all ready to go. We've also got a stack of kits here that we're going to be building with people. They're going to come by twice a day or so. We're going to sit down at our table.
Lucky people get a free kit if they come sit down with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll just hang out. We'll chill out.
Chill out.
So we're going to be here for 4 days. We're going to try and get as much video as we can, and we'll put up these special episodes as quickly as possible. So I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Yeah, please do.
And that was it.
Yeah.
That's as far as we got.
It was busy.
It was so busy. We had the camera set up. You know, we thought we'd walk around. We thought we'd take video of all the different booths. I did eventually kind of get around, but it was insane. It was.
I mean, we had. I was surprised at the amount of people who came and said hi, but also you were doing the builds, and you know that 6 hours or 7 hours. How long was the show?
We got there at 10 and we left at 6, wasn't it?
6.
Yeah. So
like it was just
non-stop.
Non-stop. So sorry, and thanks for everyone. Yeah. Thanks to everyone.
Thanks to everybody who came by, said hello, shook our hands, took a picture. We were putting it up on Facebook, so people who are following our Facebook, they got to see all the people that were coming by. Yeah. We had people come by in their cosplay uniforms.
Oh, yeah, the guy in the
Zeon March and the guy in the Gundam outfit. Yeah, we interviewed him.
Zeon!
Okay, hi everybody. Here we are at the Anime Expo and we've seen our first Gundam cosplayer. What's your name?
I'm Eric.
Eric, and what's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas, and I gotta say these costumes are badass. Can you tell me how long did it take to make this?
This was basically 2 weeks of just staying up all night.
Okay.
And just cranking it out.
Okay, is it just like cardboard? Yeah. Cardboard and tape?
Just cardboard, duct tape, and a lot of hot love.
Okay, all right. And when it came to fitting it, how many times did you have to change it?
We generally got the fitting right the first time because we measured it out.
Yeah, oh, okay.
And we've done it before.
Yeah.
This is our third armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What was your first two?
RX-72 and then Unicorn last year.
Oh, the Unicorn would have been hot.
The Unicorn was crazy.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna wear this around the event for the whole day?
Basically for the first few days probably.
Okay.
It's meant to be wearable, walk aroundable.
Okay.
But it is cumbersome with the fin funnels going around on in the back, but at least I have my friends to help me out here.
At least you don't have the double fin funnel configuration. That'd make it even worse. All right, thanks for dropping by.
No problem.
All right, and look forward to seeing yourself on an episode of Gunpla TV.
Thanks so much.
All right, see you later.
Thank you, bye.
Take care, thank you.
It was awesome.
And I'm sorry, a number of people I chatted to about the speeder bike at the show. Yeah. I was like, I'll have this finished soon.
No.
No.
Well, I said, I'm going to build the MG wing at the show. I brought it out. People came by. We talked about it. I showed it to them. I actually got the cockpit done, and I had to stop. Just too much. And we initially planned to do, those Gundam builds. And the plan with those, we thought we want to introduce people to the hobby or have people we know come by and join us. Mm-hmm. And we said, we'll do 2 a day, right? And I picked something easy, and I thought quick. I picked the winning Gundam. So it takes only one sheet size. Now, people, the first time they build a Gundam model, they see the manual, and they're like, oh no, it's in Japanese, I can't do this.
The grill, what's the grill?
Don't worry, because everything is labeled in English, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. There you go. And also, it's got numbers. Every runner is numbered.
Hey guys, how you all doing?
Yes. How are you?
Hey, do you mind? We're gonna shoot some video for our YouTube channel. Is that okay? Yeah.
See your face on YouTube. Oh no! You might get seen, discovered, with contrast.
I'll comment on it.
You saw it, you're that guy I saw on YouTube building a robot. Because it transforms and you can pick the things off. The runners, you don't need side cutters, which is good because we didn't bring it up. But we did 2 a day, and then it turned to 3 a day, and then it turned to 4 a day.
And they sold out. No, not sold out, but they were booked within the first half an hour.
The third, like we were telling people on the second day, like, come in the morning and talk to me. I'll write your name down.
Yeah.
And then the third day happened, and you know, by like 10:30, all threes were booked, and we put a fourth one in. It was awesome. Like, got to meet people.
It was for me. I mean, for me, it was so nice to see fans of the show.
Yeah.
Also meet like long-time customers of
Yeah,
HLJ.
yeah.
It was just a really great experience.
Some people were coming up to us just so excited to see us, and we could tell obviously they know us from YouTube or wherever else. And some people, like, they were kind of coy about it. Like, they'd sit down, I want to join the build, and we'd build with them and everything else. And afterwards they're like, can I get a picture with you? It's like, wait, you know who I am? It was cool. Like, some people kind of hid it, some people couldn't hide it. There was a ton of people there.
Oh yeah,
like,
it was full on. Like, the show was
insane. Like, of course I don't know head counts or anything like that, but you know, I did capture footage of outside of the event just before they opened the doors on the first day.
Well, the magazine, they said they printed 100,000 copies, so I guess they were expecting.
Okay.
So it was.
All right, so we did that. We conquered LA. We did not get to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, I was so sad. Like, the amount of people who said In-N-Out, In-N-Out. I was like, damn it, I gotta eat this In-N-Out.
They're coming to us. We managed to find Carl's Jr. on the first day. That was good.
Yeah,
So they're coming to us in the event, and they're like, In-N-Out Burger. I think there's one in this location.
It's like a secret
Ask
menu.
for the secret menu, animal style. You can find it on the internet. Like, so many people are giving us all this information, and we're like, okay, I'm ready, and we never made it. Never made it. Didn't have a chance.
Next time.
We didn't get out of LA. Like, from what is it, Grand Avenue, 500 block of Grand Avenue where our hotel was, to the convention center, those 8 blocks or whatever. Like, I know that part of LA very well now.
And I went to Washington and Virginia.
Yeah.
To see my sister, but they don't have In-N-Out.
Yeah.
So I was very.
We're gonna have to get
sad.
back there.
Yeah, they need an In-N-Out in Japan.
Or we just need to get back to America somewhere. LA.
America.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be there next year.
Yes.
We'll have to start discussing that.
Yes.
And we'll let you know, of course, when we know, and then we can plan even bigger builds and whatever else.
Yeah.
Bigger booths. And
it was a really, really good learning experience.
I thought it was awesome. A little bit overwhelming, I think, but it was awesome.
Well, I was super jet lagged because we only got there like 1 day, 2 days.
Yeah,
before,
1 day before the setup day. So.
It was like a bit hazy.
Yeah,
so
yeah. It all runs together for me now, the memories. But a lot of people were coming by and like, have you heard of this kid? Have you heard of that kid? And of course, the new PG and the new HGs and stuff like that. Well, and we said, well, you know, we haven't got that information yet. You know, check the site. And then halfway through the show, boom, you know, that stuff's out. So check out our site.
But talking
on there.
about new stuff, did you want to talk about the new pre-orders?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So, yes, there's a Banshee Norn. There is the Kamiki Burning, which everybody's really, really excited for. Like, when is that one coming out? Because they've done the Burning and the Tri-Burning. You know, when's the Kamiki Burning? It's out, September release. The Gouf prototype, that's there. We saw that at the Shizuoka Hobby Show, so that is coming. The third of the Black Tri-Stars, I think the Ortega, the HG, that one's as well. He's got that big axe. And we also have something known as Frame Robo.
Yes.
Yes, now this is a new series. It's not Gundam, it's Frame Robo, that's what Bandai calls it. Basically, these things are going to be like, what, 10 or 11 centimeters? And they're going to be able to transform into a weapon of some kind. Yeah, it's actually really cool. And they're only like 500 yen each. So, yeah, so
actually,
get them mash parts up.
One thing about the PG, like, it's currently order stop on our website, but, you know, as we find we can get more, it will unlock. Yeah, but you'll need to keep an eye on it. Like, I'm sure it will go quick.
Well, that's the thing. We get our Gundams from many different distributors now, and they come at us at different times with the quantities that they can give us. Yeah. So we have to lock it down if we're unsure, just so, you know, we can't promise you something we can't provide, kind of thing. So,
but yeah, keep an eye on it. Maybe you get lucky.
That's going to be. You know what? When I realized that was going to be the September release, my first thought was, so what's coming in December then?
Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer? AT-AT? Something from the new Star Wars movies? We won't know until September. Well, September
maybe my 3.0, I don't know.
September usually is, I think, when they start announcing what they're going to put out for December.
But you mentioned there's a new show that's been announced in Japan.
The new Gundam. Yeah. Yes, the new Gundam series has just been announced, I think, 2 days ago. And they're already showing pictures of the products.
Yes.
Now, we don't have the official info, so I can't release pricing or any proper information about it. But yeah, we're gonna have it soon because they're already talking November release. So
Yes.
I think in next month or the month after, we're gonna start having that. They do have the HGs and they already have a 1/100 scale, but it doesn't say MG and it doesn't say RE100. So we could be looking at a new type of 1/100 scale. That's all that stuff that happened while we were away.
I know, it's
craziness.
crazy.
Speaking of what happened while we were away, we didn't get that done.
Yes, I want to pop this guy open, but how do you want to run this? Do you
you want to go right now?
Okay, yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
So here we have the Scout, Trooper, and Speeder bike. You actually get both.
I know, isn't that awesome?
Very, very cool. And actually, this package actually has a lot of runners.
Yeah.
More than other ones in some respects.
Oh, you're doing two kits here. You're doing a figure and
the speeder bike.
That's right.
And surprising, they have a very flexible runner.
Yeah, I think that's all the hosing or something that goes in the engine of your speeder bike.
Yeah, it's very
There's more
cool.
there than I thought there would be. There's lots of little hoses and stuff.
There is a clear part here, and I'll explain that in a second. To actually get the speeder bike to stand, there's two parts to the base. So you have your normal base here. You have like almost like a tree trunk.
Yeah.
And then you attach the clear part, so it actually makes it look like your speeder bike is hovering.
Nice.
Or flying, which is, that's really well thought out.
Yeah.
Instead of just having like some peg in a base.
You use Gundam bases. A lot of people want to use the clear ones because they can suspend their Gundam and it makes it look like he's flying.
And that's what made like the speeder bike so awesome.
Yeah.
Was that, like, how did they do that in the 80s, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you watch it today and you're like, it still looks good.
Yeah.
But you can see the what's the word? You can see the edges. I'm sure Disney will fix that for us in the future. It looks like, Syd, and you can probably correct me here, that you can attach multiple bases and have multiple speeder bikes flying around.
I believe so, but you can also just attach like a base for your Scout Trooper so he stands next to it if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Scout Trooper can actually stand.
Yeah, he actually stands pretty well on his own, I think.
Sweet.
Like the Stormtroopers and stuff.
And as per usual, you get your water slides and your decals.
Yeah.
You can choose your poison. They look kind of small.
Yeah, of course.
So I won't have a hard time. But actually, I'm very excited to build this.
Yeah.
It's really cool. They give you the Scout Trooper as well.
Yeah.
TM.
Trademark Scout Trooper.
Yeah. He has these little boots. It's very cool.
That's cool.
I mean, I must give Bandai credit. Attention to detail is just like totally nuts. Anyway, sorry. No.
I had one guy at the expo ask me, "Aren't those just like remakes of the old kit from that manufacturer?" I'm like, "No, it's all new." And I showed it to him, and he was like shocked.
New. Bandai is really going all out, and I'm super excited to hear what they announce in the new movies. But hopefully, I get my Star Destroyer. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Cool. So there we go. I will build this. We actually have a 3-day weekend, so we'll have some time.
We'll have some time. Speaking of time, and we haven't had time at the Anime Expo to build the Scout Trooper or the wing Finishé, which I have finished, by the way, next week. But we try to cram our builds into a certain amount of time when we have it because we're so busy. But did you see some of the stuff at the Gundam Builders World Cup?
Sadly, I was under the crunch, but I understand that you.
Yeah, actually, I was lucky because I got to the event like 30 minutes on the second day before it opened. So there was nobody around, so I was actually able to get in there and get footage of all the Gundam Builders World Cup stuff before the crowds thronged in there.
And you go like, oh no, you did. It's like granddad couldn't decide for you. Oh yeah. Building, building. Oh no, I do. I know that. Yeah. But in your hand, it's probably like magic.
Oh, I like doing it. I mean. I feel like you don't have to like half off your hand. I get even that crushes me.
So, you know, you look at like the stuff, the dioramas that they had there. There's a lot of good kits. You can see people painting. A lot of people maybe still kind of new to the process. You know, when it came to some of the decals and some of the kits, they were a little bit off. But you know, the idea, the imagination is there. But then you have like the upper level dudes who are making these dioramas, and they're actually all from this group. In California, I think they're called Those Gundam Guys, Southern California Gundam Builders Group, and they all submitted like their own diorama type thing. And I was talking to those guys, and they invited me to go and see their panel. They actually had a couple panels at the show, so I went on the Friday night, and I took video footage. And these guys, they're talking about Gundam from the beginning kind of thing, but not necessarily just beginner style. Like they give you the process of how you should do it, and then they talk about what they did for their dioramas that were down there on display entered in the World Cup. And they're really, really knowledgeable. Like I got some footage I want to show you right now.
So, if you look at some of the dioramas that have heavy weathering, this is some of the steps, the upper steps. If you're just building straight out of the box, painting it, whatnot, panel lining, adding decals to it, you only go so far. But these are the steps you need to, well, we usually typically build on.
I thought the order with decals and panel lining was the other way. You would do the panel lining first, then the decals.
That's personal preference. The way I build is because I want to put the decals on there, clear it, and then put panel lines over it. But you could do it the other way if you want. I generally do it that way because I want to accentuate all the lines, and if the decals are sunk into the lines, you can see that panel line over the line. So it's purely personal preference. Entirely up to you how you ever want to do that.
Yeah, but in theory, a decal is, I mean, on a real thing like an airplane or a tank or whatever, what we call a decal is really something they paint onto the aircraft. It goes over panel lines just like the camouflage paint or whatever. So that panel line should run through the decal exactly like the paint around it. That decal should be indistinguishable in terms of finish from everything around it. It should disappear into the paint behind it. Panel lines should go through it. Lengthening. So a lot of guys, to get the proportions, want this kind of tall, skinny looking thing. So what they do is on the top right picture, you take your plastic plates, cut them roughly to size. You take your leg or arm or whatever, and you saw it. And then you put layers of those plates to make it as long as you want, and then you sand it to the contours of the rest of the arm or leg. So you see in the bottom right picture a comparison of the stock Xiong arm, which is the red and black one from a previous one I'd built and painted. Next to that is the one I'd modified. And you can see where I added in the white plate to make it longer.
When I went there looking for that, I was going to paint it black and make an asphalt surface out of it. But when I went there, I found these 2-foot by 4-foot sheets of chalkboard. It was basically hardboard, this, you know, the pegboard type material, but it was already painted black for a chalkboard. It was very easy. And I took it to the guy and I said, "Hey, can you cut this into 8 1-foot by 1-foot pieces for me?" And they chopped it up for me. So I had 8 boards basically to play with. So I got lucky. I didn't have to start with a black or paint a black surface. I actually had it for me now. I had to muddy it up and make it look weathered, but that's how I came across that. You can use plywood. I think that's probably the most sturdiest thing, or that hardboard is essentially what that's made out of.
What I also did was, if you look at the diorama downstairs when it's lit up, you'll see that the Zogok is blinking, and if you look on the other side, you'll see that the Zulu is blinking. They're blinking back and forth to each other. I programmed a Morse conversation between the two using that blinking. Nerd! All right.
Mega nerd.
Seriously? Seriously? After your scratch, Billy, you're calling me a nerd?
Yeah, I actually got to go to the Gundam front, which was pretty cool. They took us around there, took us to the museum, took us to the the life-size Gundam. Jealous. And yeah. Went to the Gundam Cafe, went to the one in Akihabara, and the one right there at the whatever. Yeah, the Gundam front. every Gunpla builder's dream come true. But when I got there, you know, I saw this 8-year-old girl, I saw her kid, and I was like, yep, it beats mine hands down.
I was surprised at the amount of Gundam.
Yeah.
At the show. Like yeah, like there were a number.
You know, it's anime centric, and you know, you're thinking you're going to be seeing. Well, we did see a lot of One Piece and all those kind of anime, but people, of course, were coming up to us and
a lot of interesting Gundam, but also Zoids and Macross.
Zoids and Macross.
Those were the big 3 questions I had. Was like, do you have more Macross? Do you have Zoids?
Yeah.
So next time.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We're going to hoard it away maybe and bring some, but yeah, Macross, Zoids, and Gundam, like even the mecha related animes.
And there's actually a lot of interest in these kits.
Oh, of course.
Just I guess from Star Wars fans, and they were like, "Whoa, what is this?"
It's interesting because I expected to see, you know, anime specific cosplay, and there was a ton of it there, a ton of it. But we also had people dressed up as game related characters.
Oh yeah,
we had the Final Fantasy characters. I saw
Mad Max, the Fury Road guy.
The Fury Road guy.
Yeah.
You know, I saw, of course, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. There were a couple of those guys, but even like Final Fantasy X walkout, Final Fantasy 12, like every character was almost represented in some way. And it's not even an anime; it's a game. Like there's lots of like game-related stuff going on there too. So of course, I was in my element there. I was talking to some of the guys who were building Gunpla with me, Sam, and we were talking Final Fantasy 14 because they had the Final Fantasy 14 hats on. I'm like, where can I get that stuff? And we're talking about the new expansion. And it's like, oh man, like. Yeah, I live in Japan and this stuff's everywhere, but I don't have that kind of person to talk with.
It's different from expos here.
Yeah, it is.
It has a different vibe.
Everybody's so excited, maybe because it's few and far between, or it's something brought into the country. In Japan, like the expos, they're big, everybody goes, but maybe it's just the Japanese culture of everybody's really quiet and stuff like that.
But they do have some amazing cosplay.
Oh,
we're talking about, actually, we're going to be at Wonderfest in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we are.
So we're going to be shooting video and everything. Yeah. So expect
live.
Expect more from us.
Wonderfest. Maybe not live. We tried that with the Anime Expo and it didn't quite work.
Yeah, we'll see about video, but for sure we'll be there doing photos and just the latest announcements.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a stack of kits here.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
We were talking about whether we're going to make this a real episode or not, and we thought no because we want to make this Anime Expo centric. However, if we leave this kind of stuff to the proper episode 181, like we're going to have a stack this high.
And there's some actually very nice kits there.
Yeah. Check this out. The Lightning Z Gundam came in, of course, from the Gundam Build Fighters, right? And the Team Tri-Fighters, it's Yuma Kosaki's mobile suit. This one's hugely popular. Everybody's waiting for the Z Gundam, and we got plenty of these, so place your order. Yeah, and we also got
your order in.
Kabakali from Reconquista MG.
I like this suit.
Now with the announcement of the new Gundam series that we just talked about, Reconquista MG might be winding up. So I might be a little disappointed to see this style of suit go away. But if you've seen any of the artwork from the new series, they kind of continue this style and age, you know, that kind of look. A little medieval. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to talk about.
Your favorite, Syd.
Not my favorite, but I got to talk about because it's Flamo. My favorite Bandai. It's Panache now.
We showed this at...
We were at the Shizuoka Hobby Show. And we thought, oh, wow, like they're finally doing it. And I did. Like, it's cool because it's meant for kids. Like, you turn the box around and there's the instruction manual.
You know when you're big in Japan is when you get your own...
You get your own model kit? We don't have a model kit. So I thought I want to build it to experience it because it's not... You're not going to find a Gundam that goes together like this.
And it's different. Like, I mean, the materials are different.
Exactly. Like, I'll pop it out here. And they give you this, like, spongy material for the body, which can, like, when you turn it around, it will flex, right? And how they've actually incorporated this rather tiny frame inside, it works really good. Like you're kind of dropping it on, and yeah, you're using stickers in here, but actually these red pieces here actually are what are used to hold the eye in place, because the eye would just fall out because it's being fit into onto that spongy thing. It's actually designed very, very well.
It's actually like, this character actually has like a sponge suit on.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really. It's actually it's
He's
really
always like
interesting.
shaking and wobbling.
Yeah, and like he puts ramen in his soup and eats it. And it's just crazy. It's craziness. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, but you know, I thought, well, we want to show it because it's Plamo, but we're not going to do an episode on something so small. But so what I did is I actually just took some pictures and we put a blog post up. So anybody who wants to see kind of how this guy goes together, check out the blog post.
And I'm sure in the post we'll put a link to one of his videos, so you
yeah,
get
I
an
can
idea
drop a YouTube
of,
video or two in there.
The
or,
famous one where he's running and everything's exploding.
The commentary about the Japanese mascot.
Not that one.
Okay, we can drop that in there. So there you go, Funashi. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
You know, just once again, thank you to everyone who came and said hi. If you're in that area, please, you know, check out Anime Expo. It's a really nice con. You know, we're employed by HLJ.com, and they actually sent us over there to actually meet the fans and do what we needed to do. So, you know, support our store. But just once again, you know, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Tumblr. Any questions, comments, leave them. And yeah, it was a fantastic experience, but I was pretty tired.
Yeah, no. Now that we're back and we're back at work and we're kind of recovered and our hangovers are gone, we are going to get back to normal, proper episodes, which means, yes?
No, yeah. I mean, I was just thinking Wonderfest, but I'm not sure about the video, so
we'll get it.
We'll get back into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get back into it.
But of course, I've got the wing finish. I got that MG finished. I'm going to bring on the show because I have to show the transformation and all the gimmicks and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll have the speeder bike done. I might be finished my 1/48 X-Wing. I'm going to weather it up.
Yeah, I've seen it's looking really...
So I want to show that because it's got all the LEDs and movements. So yeah, there's lots of stuff we want to show you and there's a lot of stuff coming. Like next week we'll have the new RX-72, right? The brand new one from the Revive series. So lots of stuff is coming. And,
plastic be raining.
That's right. That's what we always say. But now we're in the latter half of the year. And it's like August releases, September announcements, September releases now, and then December. So Gunpla Expo in November.
I mean, that expo should be good. It sounds like there's a lot going on. So
as tired as I am from the Anime Expo, it seems like that was just like the lead up to what's happening for the rest of the year. So
the Wonderfest is gonna be hot.
Yeah.
I mean, hot.
It's gonna be
literally.
Hot. There's gonna be so many people in there.
And it's the middle of summer.
I'll travel down with all the gear to Makuhari. All right.
Fun.
Okay, so you want to end like that?
Yeah, I'm
all
good.
right, so once again, thanks to everybody who watches the show and those people in California and outside of California who came and see us. Some guy came from, I think, Utah and Las Vegas.
That's some guys from Kansas.
Yeah.
Very nice couple.
Yeah, it was cool. So hopefully we'll get to see you again in person. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
See you guys.
Okay, I have a wear in this hand. We go very slowly. 3, 7, 6. I think everybody went there, right? So we have 3, 2, 8. 3, 2, 8. Do we have a winner? Do we? Oh, it's always the last gun that you can't find winners for. 3, 4, 4. Last call. Going once. Going twice. I want to make some people happy. It's a treat. Then we have a 9. Anybody?
Can't take it off.
Boogie boogie. Nice.